Hi there anybody. Today I'll be going to show you how to create an camera 3D rig in Blender which allows us to produce stereoscopic movies in Blender. So therefore we'll now add a camera which we'll name. You can name things through the object panel on the right, which we'll name our main camera. After that we'll add another one which will be moved to the right, which is our right camera, and we'll add in a third one, which will be moved to the left, which will be our left camera. So now we have three different cameras here, and the main camera in the middle will be used to adjust the positions we want to have the scene shot from. So to achieve that, we'll now need to add an empty, which will be our center point. And now we parent all cameras, all the stereoscopic cameras to the empty, and the empty itself will be parented to our main camera. If you don't know how to parent, select the object you want to be parented, and after that hold shift and select the object you want to be parent to the other one. After that, hit Ctrl P, a small dialog will pop up, and hit enter, and now anything should be connected. When we now move our main camera, anything else should follow its movements. Now rotate the camera by 90 degrees, so we have it correctly parallel to the ground. And after that, add another empty, which I move here in front of the camera. This empty should always track to my camera and should also be parented, but I will parent it to the object, otherwise there would be some problems. Okay, so now yes, you can see as we move it around, it will always keep track of our center point empty. So this empty here I will name focus point, and this empty should only always be moved along this axis here. So therefore we just turn off all the axes we don't need. And if we now also move to the side, sideways, or in any other direction, it will always stay on this axis. Now the trick through that is if we make also the cameras always point or track this empty, we do that by selecting the camera, hold shift, selecting the empty, and hit Ctrl T, and then hit drag to constraint. As we do that, this will allow us to define how this 3D scene should look like. So as we move this focus point around, you might see the cameras here on the left are also changing their rotation. So I'll explain that later to you why we need that. Okay, now as if you would like, you can also set a depth of field for those cameras, but make sure you select the same empty for that. Okay, now the trick I used is that anything is connected to the main camera, so you can really just as you are used to, as usually you can animate any track for your camera. I want my camera right now to, I don't know, stay somewhere like here. Now I'll demonstrate you in a basic scene how this works. Therefore I'll add a Susan monkey because it's the easiest one to demonstrate you how it works. And you see our empty, which is here, um, is right now stays as we move it, stays correctly on the right axis. And the trick of this empty is that anything between the empty and the camera will be in front of your screen if you watch it in 3D, and anything behind the empty will also be behind the scene or inside of the screen. Another advantage of this rig is that you can select the center here to scale around with the with the distance between those both cameras. Because if you are smaller the distance between those cameras, it might also change the 3D experience. So you may now play around with those effects. Okay, so I want to add a basic animation. So I want to get this monkey from the background to the foreground, and as I said, anything between the empty and or the focus point and the camera will be in foreground. So what I'll do is I will decrease the distance between those cameras, and I'll move this focus point right in front of the monkey. Or maybe it's even too small, so size it up. Okay. Now go to the first frame, insert a keyframe, and nothing about 100. And now I'll move the empty behind the monkey and in another keyframe. And as you can see now, okay, so the first keyframe was slightly wrong. Okay, so as you can see now, the focus point, which demonstrates us where the screen will later be, it moves through the monkey, which means later on the screen the monkey will be moving towards us. So now we'll need to render out. So if you would just now in the moment hit render, there won't be anything really visible because there aren't any lights in the scene. It's really important to have lights. So I'll add just one, and right now you can see monkeys there. But as you might have noticed, this view right now is the view of our main camera. But we want those two here to render out. So what we'll be doing is select the camera we want to be rendered, which is at the moment the left camera here, and hit Ctrl 0. So now this camera is selected. You can see that by the triangles above the camera need to be filled. So if this is filled, this is the selected camera which will be used for rendering. So if we render right now, this is a slightly changed position, and this is exactly what we needed, or what we need for 3D animations. So now you can play around, get your own animations. In the meanwhile, I will render this out. Just get a nice size. I prefer using Xvideo because it's the easiest one, and name it left view. Okay, so now I'll start rendering, so see you later. Okay, I've now rendered out this part of the animation, and if we open it, so you could open it now, and as you see, there isn't not too much changing. The only thing we see is the monkey is slightly moving to the right. But there's also a change in this 3D view, which you will notice later. So now we'll do the same thing for our right view. Therefore, we select our right camera, hit Ctrl 0 to activate it as render camera, and always remember to rename your output. Otherwise, the other one would be overwritten. So now I name it right view, and render it out again. Okay, so see you later. Okay, the second part of the movie, on the right view, is finished rendered now, and now we could watch the sequence in any 3D viewer. So I prefer using the stereo movie player. I'll open the left and right movies. So yeah, my left view and my right view, and as you can see, it directly starts to show the animation. If you now watch it in 3D, you can see the monkey moving from the foreground to the background of the scene. So you might also to adjust the left and right image. Okay, so this is actually what I wanted to achieve, and now you can use this trick or this camera rig here to create any three-dimensional animation you want to make. Okay, so have lots of fun with it. Bye.